big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check. 154. Wild Bill.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mixon. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there. But a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with it. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Catch right side. This is Sanders. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tighten down. There you go.
From the 41, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Move. Hey, you got 3 out, 3 out.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Aguilar has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 38, Dalton. Open man is Uzama. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And caught right side, Green. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Andy Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down.
57, Mike, 57. Go, go, go. 57,
Prescott on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 to Mike. 50. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. 57, Mike. Here we go, 47.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
54, Mike 54.
On 1st down, Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From midfield here, Dalton. Sanders has it over the middle. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott off play action. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Switch up. Hey, 2-2. Mike 57. Here we go, off. 57. Mike 57. 26.
First down, Prescott. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
He's got him in, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And the tip there altered the ball. Incomplete. Worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Grant. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
47. 57.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch the run. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch QB.
Prescott yet again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Hands up. Slam. Slam.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Mixon will try the right side. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw here, Dalton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Dalton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Third down from the gun. Dalton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go, 47. 50 seconds. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57. 26.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Grant. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
57's the Mike. Who there? 57's Mike. Mike 57. Check. There we go. Kill. 57. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Prescott. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run with Grant. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
59. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 59 Mike. 59.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Dalton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's the mic. Rock 57. All day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Andy Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
44. There you go.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
I got you. I got you.
On 1st down, Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is Grant. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Passing, it's Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10 and 6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focus. Religion.